One of the things people often ask me is what they should look for when they're choosing an attorney. And as someone who himself has used an attorney at various times in his life, I know what I look for and the things that are important to me. It may sound trite, but one of the most important things that I look for when I choose an attorney is whether they take notes. It's very unsettling to me to be in front of somebody and for me to be pouring out my heart and pouring out my life story or just all the details of a dispute and have them not be taking notes, because as good as their memory may be, it's difficult to imagine that they're going to remember everything that you're telling them, and then it becomes frustrating later on if you have to repeat everything that you've already told to somebody. So that's the first thing. Are they taking notes? Are they paying attention to what you're saying to them? The second thing is whether you feel internally like you are jiving with that person. If you have a sense that in sitting down with an attorney that you don't like him or her, or that you're not being heard, or that you're concerned about whether you're going to be able to get enough time from that attorney when it comes time for that your case becomes very busy, then trust that feeling. As I tell people all the time, if you're experiencing that now, you're going to experience it later, and it probably is going to get worse. It's the same advice I give people sometimes when they're in the middle of a relationship with a lawyer and they're unhappy. Oftentimes people will invest a certain amount of money in a case or in time with an attorney, and they feel that they've gone that far and they just have to kind of see the thing all the way through. That may make common sense, and that may be an approach that makes sense in other parts of life. It's not a good approach when it comes to keeping an attorney. If you're unhappy with that attorney, if you're not getting that attorney's attention, if they're not responding to emails or not responding to phone calls, that's not a healthy relationship to be having with an attorney. And that's a very good time to make a change. If you are going to be hiring somebody else who you like and who's reputable, then he or she is likely to give you some time and give you a break in getting up to speed on the case so that you're not having to pay for two lawyers to do the same thing.